Yo, people, come back to the fix, Quik Fix. That is, it's the two fix, man, as we get into the wow. Now here, Ari here, Javi here. We're there, people. It's time for Quik Fix. Javi, for the people who aren't familiar with Quik Fix, tell them what it's all about. Before we do that, tell them what it's brought to them by.
Sure. Quik Fix is brought to you by Prison Marketing Consultants, the public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. Quik Fix is a run-up of the news that we've missed in the week, so we're going to go ahead and get started.
Hello there, Javi. Hello there. Get over it. All right? The makeup on your blouse. Get over it.
No.
Them all like, I'm still like, yeah, try. I can still focus on it.
I'm mad.
Get over it.
It doesn't look good.
It happens.
I just had to be a white shirt too. Can I do this?
Sure. If you want. If it floats a boat, go ahead.
Anyways, yeah, so Quik Fix is a wrap of the news that we've missed in the week, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Valiant's mad out to be banned. Did you hear about this? Recent reports circulating on various social media platforms have stirred discussions about the Jamaican government's alleged intention to ban the widely popular song Mad Out by trending DJ Valiant. However, the minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Robert Morgan, has refuted these claims, emphasizing that issues concerning such matters fall within the purview of the Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica, BCJ, adding that the government has no such intention regarding the entertainer's music. Notably, Cordell Green, the executive director of the Broadcasting Commission, has joined the conversation in dismissing these reports as a cheap trick possibly employed by unscrupulous individuals for promotional purposes. So I gotta ask, who are these unscrupulous people? Naro, you wanna go first?
Sure, because I wondered the same thing. I thought the same thing when I saw it. Because I see this post. I think it was Shavdan 876 that page made it say post it first. Let me see Quest Times run with it and basically credit Shavdan and say, yo, it's from here. It was one of those time them, I'm not gonna say rear car burn off. It was one of them time there when we almost moved to comment and say, what are your sources?
Yeah.
Sources, trust me, bro. Like that media got comment. Like that seemed to be the source here. Just trust me, bro. Where was it coming from? That was my immediate thought. Mm-hmm. And then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, I know where this is coming from. I've seen these ploys done over and over and over again. Really? I'm surprised because I give the people a lot of credit, and I think that they'd reach to a point now where them sit through them thing. Mm-hmm. This was just a marketing thing.
You think so?
Clearly. Cordell Green knows it too. And we all know who's a part of major marketing now. Marketing. Like that was my first thought.
Yeah.
Market the song, even though the song done bust already.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's put some more shine on it and paint him as sympathy. Oh, them a fight him. Because nobody loves that narrative than Jamaica. Oh, the government a fight the youth now? Oh. What better way to garner more support behind him, even though him done that as a people's champion already. So in my mind, it's like, what is this for?
Yeah.
What is this rumor for? Like the first time I saw, I'm like, this looks like rubbish. The government abandoned the song. Why? I know that there's some somewhat problematic lyrics in the song. Mm-hmm. I'm done. This is a marketing. Then done. Do something already, like with them
with
do an interview with Bellevue, like that was marketing.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
me see them, I'm like, this is marketing. Them want people up in arms, and me just kind of disappointed. So the people them fell for it. The people them just waiting and just want jump on something. The government a big nose, Andrew. Why them can't ban elections? I'm like, yo. Oh no, just gullible sometime, people. I'm for it, you know. Me speak for you something, but sometime I'm not gullible. Oh no, gullible bad.
Too gullible. Yeah.
2 thoughts came to mind. Say either marketing, the other side, the apps.
Oh.
To paint the sitting government in a certain light. Why nobody has never like them say, oh, they actually want to do this? You know, they come up in the barber shop today and I say, Steve.
And it was a whole debate.
I say, Steve. Steve.
Don't believe that.
Steve. Let's trim it there.
No, I mean, honestly, like I thought
Ari's overweighting on it.
I thought it was a strange rumor, to be honest, because I'm like, why no, when the song, as we said, like the song was literally played at Emancipendent Grand Gala.
Exactly.
What a weird time to buy
a government back event when perform the song.
I mean, government funded. The prime minister was there. In called Babsy auntie. Like, what is happening? Like, so to be honest, when I saw it, I'm like, that is trendy. It's funny because you drive. It's driving, I guess, views and I guess whatever to your page, and that's the clearly the attention, that's the currency now. So it's just like, and it's so easy to get for people to buy into it, which is ridiculous. So I didn't pay it any mind, but when me say the government actually come out and I say it fake and I put on, I'm just like you people
crazy.
It never even did worth addressing.
I know, right?
But that's, and we were talking about it earlier this week, where disinformation and misinformation and what it can lead to. We see where with Joshi, you know. So it is crazy how we really don't know how to cite to one, question the source, like where is it coming from, why is this, where is the info, you know, like just have questions like who, what, where, when, why, like simple things, like to just question it before we run with it. But social media is not a place where you can have like reasonable discourse and even ask people to be reasonable and logical. So I mean, you know, good ploy, I guess, but it's really an unnecessary ploy because it really never needed, because it was the mad out singer Grand Gala.
Who stadium did I sing that?
The song a promo itself, like it even if it's promo, I don't see that as good promo.
And it was actually very unnecessary.
People like myself, like it's not good promo to me. But it worked because the people them fell for it.
Sadly it did.
Dance puppet dance.
Anyways, moving on. So Spotify launches site for Afrobeats. Spotify has recently unveiled its latest venture, Afrobeats Journey of a Billion Streams, a dedicated microsite designed to spotlight the remarkable global impact and growth of Afrobeat, one of Africa's most prominent music genres. The surge in Afrobeats popularity on Spotify has been nothing short of astounding, with a staggering 550% increase since 2017, culminating in over 13 billion streams in 2022. Leading Afrobeats artists have achieved significant milestones across live events, awards, and streaming platforms. This comprehensive initiative includes a dedicated website serving as a central hub for all things Afrobeats. Now, when I saw this article, I had to ask, what does this mean for dancehall? What about dancehall?
I'm going to be honest, I don't care. Because no one wants us to care. Nobody in dancehall really cares. And the major
this
players
coming
cares.
from Ari is deep.
No, like seriously, I realize that when we try to have meaningful discourse, it always comes off as bashing, and it's like, oh, doom and gloom. And that was never the case, but you know, good for Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And great that the genre is growing, and it's nice to see a genre come from the mud literally and is doing so well and is getting mainstream success, and we're seeing superstars, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Rima, Thames, Tiwa Savage, like
just to name a few,
and I could really go on and on.
Yeah.
Shatta Wale do a song with Beyonce on her something there. King, what is it again?
It's not Lemonade.
No, it was the one after that. It was like an African, like it was really African inspired. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. So it's nice to see the genre growing, and I really don't care what it does for dancehall because obviously people don't care. So yeah, good for Afrobeat, and I'm glad to see it growing.
Good for Afrobeat, yet another signifier that it's continuing to grow, and the influence is continuing to spread.
Yeah.
What does that mean for dancehall? It means nothing. That's what it means, literally. It means
not Nagua.
It means Afrobeat Agwan. That's what it means.
Yeah. And just keep it at that. Like, there's no real need or reason for have a meaningful discourse, because everybody will always misconstrue it as it, and nobody wants to talk and like you know, it's like, oh, if you talk about it's like you're bashing, nobody wants to bash the genre, but you know, yeah, sometimes you have to have hard conversations, and it's one of the things like this is where we see reggaeton and Afrobeat is growing in the ways that is significant and in the ways that make sense, that generate money, is growing industry, is a growing business, and you know, they're doing the right things.
Yeah.
So that's what
I feel like this is teeing up the next topic.
Yep. Because we're moving on to Stephen the Genius calls for an end to state of the music conversation. Jamaican producer Stephen the Genius McGregor is calling for an end to the pointless and sometimes uninformed conversations about the state of dancehall music. McGregor got this off his chest in a thread on X, formerly Twitter, on Sunday. Unpopular opinion: I think we should stop having these state of the music, what music needs convos now. He began in the 3-part thread. So many unwarranted takes, and surprisingly most people in the business have no clue how it actually works. I say just do what you do confidently, should be done, and if it works everyone will follow. But there's no point in coming online complaining, pretending to know all the solutions with no action or results behind it. Just respect the fact everyone's figuring it out and keep it moving, and stop making the genre look so confusing. Blind and lead blind business, he said. So, question: do we agree with Stephen? Let's share our thoughts on this. Gonna go with you first, Naro.
As Ari kind of alluded to with the previous story, it seems like having these conversations now, it comes off as bashing or comes off as bad mind, all these things. We are a platform that has had this conversation several times with several key players within the industry, and it is all done in a spirit to try to help the genre. We don't claim to know it all, but we work with people that have a myriad of have spent a myriad of time within the genre, have a whole heap of experience within the genre, and they all tell us the same thing: something wrong. I think it was somewhat of a slight to even like conferences that are held that are sometimes not well supported, but they are needed.
Right.
Because what is something that we all call for more time within the genre is unity, communication. And I see those types of conferences as a good thing, as we coming together, discussing amongst ourselves, key players involved, people who have sense, not just people just a spout off nonsense and fuckery on YouTube or social media.
Yeah.
Which that does happen, and you do have unwarranted takes from those people as well. They don't really know nothing about nothing. But for the people who actually know things, actually have experience within the music, and they have these conversations, I can't wrong them if them did hear this and take slide to and take it as a slide, because all of them things is done within the spirit of say we actually want to fix things, because there are things that need to be fixed. There's Afrobeats. All right, we don't have to look over there and like we have to pretend and live in la 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 and say, oh, everything is fine. We're supposed to be the dog in the meme and say, oh, everything is fine, all is fine. Or we actually are going to have some much needed conversations about what can we do to further the genre.
True.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
No,
well,
you're right.
I agree with Stephen actually, in a sense where
I agree with him somewhat.
Yeah, because it's like, and I think that's what everybody said, because essentially what he's saying, what everybody is saying is like, it don't work until it work. You know, so you know, we just have to sit back,
which is the conclusion I've drawn.
Yeah, and just say we have to wait and see what it is. I mean, and it's kind of funny to me because Stephen, you know, he had his own issues when he was entering the space. You know, he reminded me, like, I really, funny enough, I wasn't even aware of the conversation because I just know that it sound good, but like, you know, him changing music with the hip hop influence and blah blah blah, and you know, but it was great, but the core of it was still dancehall to me, at least. But I think no, is like we see where it should have gone further, and I think many people believe it should have gone further. I personally believe dancehall should be further. But I guess we're okay, like where it's like, you know, I don't know if it's a regression, I don't know if it's stagnation, I don't know if it's just varying course to get to the same place, I don't know, but I don't know, I just think I guess I agree with the point where him said just make it work until it work. You know, Steven is he's sitting in his Eiffel Tower in a sense, because he has his success. He is a Grammy Award winning producer, as I was mentioning, and he's been successful in the industry. You know, and I guess he's made what he has to make from, and or he's made.
And not forgot art to the point where he basically leave the genre.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like it's not. I'm not saying that he's an outsider. I'm just saying like he's literally like he's done.
Is he?
What he
said? No, he's done what he has needed to do. Yes, completely.
You know, and it's just like he's talking from his Eiffel Tower, but. I respect him. Like Steven come here. I love Steven. I think Steven is one of the greatest producers in
Steven through the roof.
Yeah, you know. So I appreciate what he's saying and you know what he wants.
Yeah.
And I get and but it's funny, like he's saying what everybody is saying now. With the conversations that we've had with other people, we're saying they could be wrong, and if it work, it work. You know, the proof is in the pudding and the success. So it works until it works. So
I think a lot.
I'm just waiting. I guess we're all just waiting to see it work.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what he's saying stems from the fact that he went through that when he was coming up. As you just alluded to, say, when him there doing things, people say, what is. But as I say, it's almost to a point where now the genre in some sense is unrecognizable.
Yeah.
That it's leaned so much towards something further away from what the core tenets are. And I think that has some people concerned. Funnily enough, a little bit after I saw that, the news came out, say reggae eruption in Europe, waning audiences, exorbitant artist fees, competition from other genres threaten Jamaican music.
In the markets where Jamaica do have good strong markets here, so most of the artists make their money overseas with touring and concert and festivals. And if the genre is not strong enough to survive outside of the market where it survives usually, then there is an issue.
8 of the biggest European reggae festivals are warned of a dim future for Jamaican music, citing a huge 50% drop in audiences combining with skyrocketing artist fees up to 3 times previous rates in the face of a growing preference for other genres of music on the continent.
And that's what you say when you say exorbitant fees, you know, it's like I say, you know your value, but if your value isn't reflective of the market space, meaning that it's not chart topping, it's not streaming well,
exactly,
the sales of your albums, like things like that, is not reflected of your actual value. Like how can you negotiate that? How can you say that I'm valued $10 but you're bringing in $3? Like it just don't compute. But then again,
so you charge an arm and a leg, and then the people them not really feel the music like one time. Like,
plus other growing genres,
and then inflation too.
What
like
people feel more.
Exactly.
Inflation. As me like I say, if this is not cause for concern, I don't know what. But make everybody just go and do what they want to do, and all these things. You know what I mean?
I guess that's what we say. When it work, it work.
Yeah.
So that's what everybody's been saying. The conversation is when it work, it work.
If you can't find a solution, just stop the bag.
That's what I'm saying. I just know that I've been saying this. I know that
we've grown tired.
This new genre is not for me. Some of them nice, some of them I like, some of them I listen to and I bounce. But I just know that, you know, I'm not chap. I really can't live in that darkness. And some of these new songs.
You know what, chip glass? You have a chip glass?
Chap Glick. Wait, Liam.
That new does. Chap Glick.
But you know,
got chip man.
But some of them nice to bounce and listen to. Some of them, you know, but not everything. And I just know when it's not for me, and that's fine.
That's fine.
Shout out Steven.
And we'll end on that note. That's it for Quik Fix, guys. Thank you so much for
people
watching. No, we're not shut them out. Don't shut them out.
Don't shut them out. Right.
No, they don't deserve it.
Okay. The plan worked.
It worked.
It worked, man.
Curse you. Anyways, that's it for Quik Fix. Thank you so much for watching. I remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment down below.
Right, there, so.